person of a sound mind, very free person, not a politician, a constructive and objective man. I'm talking about no other person than Prince Obinna Obiekweihe. Prince, you're welcome to 60 Minutes Live.
Thank you very much.
What is the full meaning of Obiekweihe? Or is it half, or is it the way it is? Obiekweihe.
Yeah, well, I think literally speaking, Obiekweihe means, Obi is the mind, so that it's difficult for the mind to indulge in maybe evil, so things like that. So Obiekweihe ime ihe ọjọọ. So because of the kind of mind that I have, maybe conscience, so it makes it difficult for me to indulge. So I think that's my grandfather's name. So
that's good too, and they say there's something in the name.
Yeah.
So as somebody with that kind of a name, that's why you are objective in your thinking and your actions. So let's take it this way. Yes, you've been in Imo State. At least I know you may not have the opportunity to have gone around the whole of Imo State, but some places you have gone in. For the past few years, the governor has been on duty. So on the periphery, how do you see his performance?
Yes. I'll just give you a very close encounter that I had very recently. I live more in Abuja really than I live in Imo State, but I visit Imo State quite often. So I came in about 2 days ago, and I had something to do in Gov.Uzodinma, so I had a driver waiting for me at the airport. So from the airport we headed to Gov.Uzodinma, and from the point we entered Olu Road all the way to the place they called Banana Junction. So it was like driving in just any road you can think of in London or any other road in the US. So it's quite fantastic. So we got to Gov.Uzodinma on our way back. Unfortunately, we come back quite late. So at about 8:30 p.m., we are still on that Olu Road, and and I noticed that the whole length of that road from the point of that banana to Warehouse Junction is completely lit up. So I think that's a good thing to really commend the governor about, really. So for me, that's a very fantastic project, and we are looking forward to that being replicated in almost every nook and cranny of the state. And I understand that there's also a similar road. I have also been to that road, Okigwe Road, from
Government House
Junction up onto the way to Angara. Yes, and I understand it's such a short way to Okigwe, where it joins the Port Harcourt Road. I'm also aware that a similar road also being done by the same construction company is also happening around Mbise Umuahia Road. So I think that's quite good. So for me, if you want to assess the governor in terms of what is done, this project really for me is a masterstroke.
Okay, as a geospatial data scientist and engineering services person, and an expert in management, of projects and construction, looking at some of these projects that you've talked about, some of us have passed through that, because today I went to Okigwe. It was less than 10 minutes from Owerri to Angara because of the road. So what do you look at the quality as an expert? Does it have the quality that make it to last, a durable quality road that we can be proud of?
I think my answer to that question would be a complete yes. In fact, on that trip from Gov.Uzodinma, I had in my company, 2 other gentlemen who are also not from Imo State, incidentally. And there are testimonies to the fact that, look, that this road meets present expectation as well as future expectation. So that's one of the ways to assess quality. Quality has to meet our current expectation as well as future expectation. And that road, as the way I look at it, is a road that I'm sure that in the next 8 years conservatively, I'm not sure the government may be talking about having to do any form of maintenance, except probably having to do the the furniture cleaning, cleaning the roads and all of that. And so, but in terms of the real civil works, I'm not seeing the governor or the state government wanting to go there and spend any money, because my opinion, I think that project was properly done.
Okay, let me go to the one that touches the heart of almost, we call it traders, residents of Owerri. There's this market called Ekuku Market Remodeling. And I understand that as an expert in project management, you are part of the team, or the head of the team. You have to tell us that is making sure that Governor Uzodinma is using that market to show the people the masterpiece of what can be done and how a market ought to be. So what can you give us, throw more light on that project?
Yes, the Ekuku market previously is now being remodeled into Ekuku modern market. And what our understanding of modernity is bringing into place things that would make users more comfortable in doing their buying and selling. So what we did was to look at what was there previously, and also the markets around in Imo State precisely, and a few things were lacking really. In most of those markets really you can hardly find convenience places where somebody is in the market, either a shop owner or a market user is in the market, and it's, in the course of nature's call, you want to and you wouldn't really find a place of that to make use of. So there are also some instances where you have nursing mothers, who also come to market on a daily basis. Sometimes they find it difficult to manage their kids as well as also having to attend to the customers. They also have issues of fire accidents really. In fact, there was one that happened in Onitsha very recently, and a lot of millions of people were gone into the thin air. So so these were things we conceptualized, and I felt that it would be nice to bring such innovations into Imo State. So the Ekuku market is not just one of those markets that when it's fully finished is a market that speaks to modern times. It's a market where people can have access to make use of convenience at any time that they want to. It's a market where nursing mothers will probably have one or two places to keep their kids, while at the same time also attending to their customers. It's also a market that would meet some high level of hygiene standards. So cleanliness is next to godliness. So it's a market that we know that by the time it's fully operational, we will ensure that waste are properly disposed. The market is going to be as clean as anything you can think of.
Okay, let me ask, how far and how well, how is the project? In terms of completion, when are you? How far have you gone? There's a progress work on the market.
Just like most of the problems that people have had in a state, even the government itself as well. Unfortunately, we also encountered a the insecurity. We also encountered, some bit of also the, the COVID, season. So, well, the insecurity also hasn't also, been quite helpful to us. But we thank God that normalcy, has fully returned to, at least particularly to Owerri and all of that. So our workers can freely go to, to work. So, so far we have done quite a good number of it. Maybe you can have, a look. You can pay a visit to the site. Most of the buildings are ready, and in fact, we also have some people who are coming over to take some of those places. We had discussions with people in the computer village in Lagos. So some of them indicated interest, and some of them are actually coming in to take some of those places. So far, so good. It may not be where we had planned to be, but it's also not the place that we are doing our best, really. We have done quite well.
Okay, now that you talked about those computer village in Lagos trying to come in here to be able to make use of such facilities, which means to increase business, increase employment, increase every other thing. So is it under partnership with the state government, or is it what you are building as, okay, government gave us this assignment to do it a handover, or is it build owner transfer, something what we call PPA?
Yeah, is purely a PPP project. That's a public-private partnership, project. And in PPP projects, there are very many models: build, operate, and transfer, build, own, and operate, and all of that. So we have our understanding with government, that speaks to, do these projects, raise funds from it, and also share, revenue. So that's the kind of model that we have. And at the end of it too, there's also a management, part of it. Like when I talked about, having to maintain a level of hygiene. So we need to be there for some time to be able to ensure that the standards that we have set are, actually being adhered by, those who make use of the facility.
Okay, time is not our favor. Let me ask this question. Now that is a PPA arrangement, are those shops, those malls, are they affordable? Because some people were already there before this time. Are you building it to this level that those former ones who were there with the level of what is there, they can enjoy good things at a price that is affordable?
And in fact, what is, I think, that is at the heart of the governor is actually the welfare of those people that were displaced, as at the time that it was previously demolished by, the
other government.
The other government. His Excellency, well, if I use the word, asks us to ensure that whatever we do, we have to take those people into consideration. And in fact, he said we should prioritize, their needs. What we have done is to figure out who are actually those people, and in doing that, we've been able to profile the previous shop owners through the help of the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, and also working with Mr. Ahmad on one hand, and we also work with one of the stakeholders where Barrister Chima Anozie, So these stakeholders, helped us to put these people together. And we have in our lists a number not less than 400 to 500 people who are also willing to retake their shops. And in the governor's advice, if the shops are being put at a particular price to the general public, the priority, the comfort that goes to those who had shops there before, they should be treated in a manner that is quite comfortable to them. So those who are still working around the logistics, but so far we have had many meetings with them, back and forth and all of that. So we got a point where we decided, well, for us too to be able to provide the level of convenience and infrastructure that we had planned to put into that place, is themselves to also have to also make some contribution. So we are looking at having them pay about 50% of what the overall cost is.
Okay, sir, that's how far we can go. Prince Obinna Obiekweihe, project management experts from as a construction and the real estate man, a geospatial data scientist and engineering services.
Thank you.
So you've been able, because the members, those who are displaced from a Ekuku market, that's a good news for you. You've heard it that the governor says that you people should be given priority than the market is being built, and all the conveniences of life, what you have not been able to see, what you see on television, like other shopping malls you see here, is going to be like that. There's going to be security, convenience, fire thing, even for nursing mothers, so that you can go in and go and breastfeed your baby instead of exposing your baby to a danger. So that's a good idea, good concept. So sir, we pray that very soon the project will be completed.
Yes, we hope so too.
So thank you for being our guest today.
Thank you very much.
And wish you good luck in your endeavors.
Thank you very much.
God bless you, sir.
I bless you too.
Okay. So viewers, I've had some of those things the governor of Imo State, Gov.Uzodinma, is doing in order to uplift the standard of living of the people and to provide infrastructure and lasting legacies, as it is, like you mentioned, by the rules that have been done, the quality, and that's how it says. Even the Ekuku remodeling market, which is in charge under PPA, private partnership arrangement with government, that they are doing it to the best of their knowledge, and those who were displaced at the market area will be #1 beneficiaries of the project. So far so good. That's how far we can go today. On behalf of everybody that's made this program come to you.